Hello guys and welcome back to TechWolf, and today we are going to do another CompTIA A Plus Core 1 test, and this will be test already for the latest CompTIA A Plus Core 1 exam. And if you are interested guys, I have also course here on Udemy where I have created 5 practice exams, and these exams are also for the latest CompTIA A Plus, as you can see, for 1201 practice exam. And in this course I have 5 practice exams. Each exam is 90 questions, and each of these practice exams are also for the latest CompTIA A Plus Core 1 exam, and these practice exams are multi-choice and 90 questions each, so in total there are 450 questions in this course. If you are interested, like I mentioned, I will leave a link in description and in first pinned comment of this video. And let's start. And first question is: a technician is setting up a workstation for graphic design. What component should they prioritize for the best performance? So, if you are building a computer for graphics design purpose, what should be the main component? High-end graphics card, wired mouse, high wattage power supply, external speakers, or extra USB ports? And here the correct answer is high-end graphics card, as high-end graphics card or a powerful GPU or graphical processor unit is essential for rendering and handling high-resolution images efficiently. A user's desktop computer fails to boot, displaying no boot device found error. What is the most likely cause? A loose RAM module, a disconnected or failed storage drive, a low battery, a faulty sound card, or a disabled firewall? And here the correct answer would be a disconnected or failed storage drive, as if the system cannot find a boot device, the primary storage drive may be disconnected or defective. A technician needs to replace thermal paste on a CPU or central processing unit. What is the primary purpose of thermal paste? So here you also should know for CompTIA A Plus Core 1 exam what thermal paste is for. Increase CPU clock speed, prevent short circuits, improve heat transfer between the CPU and cooler, improve network speed, or reduce power consumption. And here the correct answer is improve heat transfer between the CPU and cooler, as thermal paste enhances heat dissipation, preventing overheating. And a user reports that their Wi-Fi keeps disconnecting on their laptop but works fine on their phone. What should be checked first? The phone's screen resolution, the printer's firmware, the desktop wallpaper, the laptop's Wi-Fi adapter settings, or the battery percentage. And here the correct answer is the laptop's Wi-Fi adapter settings, as if only one device is having Wi-Fi issues, its network adapter settings may need adjustment. A technician is diagnosing a laptop with distorted screen. The external monitor displays correctly. What is the most likely issue? A failing laptop screen, an outdated network driver, a loose Ethernet cable, a faulty USB device, or a full hard drive? And here the correct answer is a failing laptop screen, as if an external monitor works fine, the issue is likely with the laptop's built-in display. A technician needs to securely erase all data from decommissioned hard drive. What is the best method? So, if you would need to erase all data from decommissioned hard drive, and we are talking about hard drive and not SSD, as for SSDs that is a different way how you do it. So, delete all files manually, install a new operating system, use a data wiping utility, enable guest mode, or turn off Windows Defender. And correct answer here is use data wiping utility, as secure wiping utilities overwrite all data to ensure it cannot be recovered. As if you know guys, if you would just delete all data from your hard disk drive, anyway that data could be recovered. And next question, a customer complains that their touchscreen is not responding. What should be checked first? So if touchscreen is not responding, replace the power adapter, reboot the device, turn off airplane mode, increase the screen brightness, or disable a Bluetooth. And here the correct answer would be reboot the device, as restarting the device can resolve many touchscreen responsiveness issues. A user is unable to print from their computer, but other users can print fine. What should be checked first? So if one user can't print from their computer, but other users can do it. So what should be checked first? Verify the user has the correct printer selected. Check if the toner is low. Restart the router. Replace the motherboard, or update the network driver. And here the correct answer is verify the user has the correct printer selected, as if other users can print, the issue is likely misconfigured printer selection on the affected user's PC. Next question, a technician is replacing an HDD with an SSD, so hard disk drive with solid state drive. What is one major advantage of using SSD? Lower graphics quality, increased power consumption, higher latency, faster read-write speeds, or more moving parts. And here the correct answer is faster read-write speeds, as SSDs significantly improve performance due to faster data access and lack of moving parts, as SSDs, those are pretty much chips, or information is stored on chip rather than on disk as it is with hard disk drives. A user reports that their desktop screen is showing no signal message. What should the technician check first? Restart the printer, ensure the video cable is securely connected, check for malware, disable airplane mode, or update the antivirus software. And here the correct answer is ensure the video cable is securely connected, as loose or disconnected video cable is common cause of a no signal message. And whenever you are troubleshooting something, especially for CompTIA exams or CompTIA questions, you should always start with the easiest and most obvious reason rather than going straight away in some complicated solutions. That's what CompTIA Plus core exam questions or answers would expect from you. And next question, a user needs to connect a printer that is located in another room without using cables. What is the best option? So you have a printer, it is located in another room, and you would need to connect it without using cables. What would be the best option? Parallel port connection, Ethernet only setup, VGA cable, Wi-Fi printing, installing an extra cooling fan. And here the correct answer is Wi-Fi printing, as wireless printing allows users to connect to printers without needing physical cables. And next question, a technician is setting up a RAID 5 array. What is the primary benefit of this configuration? So you should know what is RAID 5, how it is set up, and what's the structure of RAID 5. Like I'm mentioning in my videos, you should know RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 5, and RAID 10 for CompTIA A Plus Core 1 exam. So answers are fault tolerance and performance improvement, faster internet speed, single drive operation, increased cooling efficiency, or lower power consumption. What would be the correct answer here? And the correct answer here is fault tolerance and performance improvement, as RAID 5 provides redundancy and increased read performance using parity data. A technician needs to install an operating system on a new laptop without a DVD drive. What is the best method? Even in nowadays we don't really use DVD drives, and this question is still asking what would you use if you would want to install an operating system without DVD drive. Install from a floppy disk, use Bluetooth connection, use a bootable USB drive, copy files via an external hard drive, or enable guest mode. And the correct answer is use a bootable USB drive, as bootable USB drives are the standard method for installing an operating system on modern devices without optical drives. And next question, a user reports that their Wi-Fi signal is weak in certain parts of their house. What is the best solution? Upgrade to a wired keyboard, install a Wi-Fi range extender, lower the screen brightness, disable all firewalls, or replace the SSD. And the correct answer here would be install a Wi-Fi range extender, as a range extender can boost Wi-Fi signals in weak coverage areas. A technician replaces a laptop battery, but the system does not detect the new battery. What should they do first? Replace the RAM, reinstall the operating system, check for a firmware update, update the graphics drivers, or reset the monitor settings. So what should the technician do first? If a technician replaces laptop battery but the system does not detect the new battery. And the correct answer here is check for a firmware update, as some laptops require BIOS or firmware update to properly recognize new batteries. So this question also rather often comes up in CompTIA A+ Core 1 exam. And next question, a user connects a new second monitor, but it only mirrors the primary display instead of extending it. What settings should they check? Wi-Fi network settings, audio output settings, display mode settings, task manager, or device manager. And here the correct answer is display mode settings, as the display settings allow users to change between mirror and extended display modes. And next question, a customer complains that their gaming PC crashes randomly under heavy load. What should the technician check first? Monitor refresh rate, printer driver installation, USB power settings, or Bluetooth signal strength, or CPU and GPU temperatures. And the correct answer is CPU and GPU temperatures, as overheating can cause system crashes, especially under heavy workloads like gaming. A technician is setting up a home office for a remote worker who requires stable connection for video conferencing. What is the best type of connection to use? Wired Ethernet, public Wi-Fi, mobile hotspot, dial-up connection, or Bluetooth tethering. And here the correct answer is Wired Ethernet, as Wired Ethernet provides a stable and fast connection, reducing lag in video calls. A laptop user complains that their screen is dim even when brightness is set to maximum. What is the most likely cause? So, the screen is dim even if the brightness is set to maximum. So what would be the most likely cause from these answer options? Missing graphics driver, failing backlight, slow internet connection, an incorrect wallpaper, or an unplugged USB device. And the correct answer here is a failing backlight, as a dim display despite maximum brightness settings is often caused by a failing LCD backlight. A user reports that their desktop is taking a long time to boot and frequently freezes. What is the most likely cause? And by the way guys, in these videos I'm not interrupting you or providing you any other information, just so you can concentrate. That's why I'm not fluffing around. I'm just getting into the question and to the answers and giving you the correct answer and explanation, so you can easily follow these videos without being interrupted. And here the answers are: an unplugged Ethernet cable, a disconnected monitor, a failing hard drive, a faulty power button, or a weak Wi-Fi signal. And here the correct answer is a failing hard drive, as a failing HDD or hard disk drive often causes slow boot times and system freezes due to the read-write errors. And yes guys, this is a test, and like I mentioned at the start guys, if you are interested in 5 practice exams, I will leave a link to my Udemy course in description and in first pinned comment of this video. And I would highly recommend for anyone who is going to approach this or takes this CompTIA plus Core 1 exam to test for yourself, because that is the way how you will be able to prepare yourself to be able to think fast and to understand questions and to answer these questions very fast. In real exam you will have only 1 minute for one question, and you need to practice not only to understand or learn some subject which you would be able to figure out in, let's say, 5 minutes or 10 minutes the answer to that question, but you should be able also to think fast, and the only way how you can train yourself is by doing these practice tests for yourself. And this is exactly the reason why I created this course on my Udemy. So yes guys, if you found this video useful, leave a like, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and see you in the next one.